Monday, August 20th, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Guys, we've got an update on Hurricane Lane. We talked about this hurricane a couple of days ago as being an overachiever, or at least a potential overachiever. These are storms that I recognize that have potential and are in the right conditions to become significant hurricanes. And this one is holding true to form. It's been upgraded once again to a Category 4. I don't think it'll go any higher than a Category 4, but you never know. It was a 4, downgraded to a 3 when I recorded this. It is now back up to a 4 again. Here's the official position of Hurricane Lane as it's approaching Hawaii, and you can see the center of rotation is still nudging north, and I'm going to show you why it's going north. That's where it's at right now. Category 4, winds of 130 mile an hour. The central pressure, let's take a look and see real quick what the central pressure is. Intensity around 952, 965, so that's a strong hurricane. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a Category 4 when it reaches the Hawaiian Islands. It could have an impact on all, and I'm assuming that it will have an impact on all of the islands. Some of these islands are loaded with cities along the coast and small communities, and there are volcanic domes behind them. We're all very familiar with the Big Island, but I'm going to show you some potential water hazards that could come into play as Hurricane Lane makes its way up to the Hawaiian Islands as a hurricane. Could be a Category 2, could be a Category 1. Don't know yet. There's still a lot of things in play here. But I'm going to show you something that is going to give you a perspective as to why this thing's going to migrate north. And you can see right here in this loop, this is real time, it's migrating north right now as we do this video. This is from the National Hurricane Center, and these guys are the pros, and you can see what they've done with the Model 2. It's turning north, going right up to the islands. Some are showing this as they, or as the storm gets to the islands, it actually stops and goes in reverse as it crosses in the area of Maui and Honolulu. Goes past, stops, turns around, and comes back as a tropical depression, but still, that's what the model, or one of the models, is showing. In fact, I think you can probably see it here at charts.eu. Let's take a look real quick. There's the islands, and you can see the low pressure coming up. That's Lane right there. There's the Big Island. This is a Thursday event, 72 hours. It's going to bring tremendous rain. See how it goes past, and then turns around and comes back. Did you see that? It went past, stopped, and came back. That's a Thursday, Friday event. I'm going to show you why this storm is taking a northerly track. And you can see this energy here that's at the base of a large high-pressure system. It weakens, allowing these low pressures to move up. And that one moved up. Now Lane's going to move up. I'll show you again over here on the RAMMB. See it? The low pressure moved up following the high pressure moving up right there. And that's going to pull that storm up. Whether it goes now or in a day or two, either way, it's going to go north towards the islands, stop, and then go back as a tropical depression because the waters are a little cooler up in here. They're very warm down here. So once it makes its way north, it will weaken just because the waters are considerably cooler. So that's why. See that going up? And the storm's going to go up. Right there's the reason why. The water that's going to be associated with this storm could be anywhere from a few inches to several inches. This is windy.com, still showing that same path. But again, the islands are on the right side of the storm, which is always the strongest side of the storm. So we have to keep that in mind. Venture Sky showing the same thing it's been showing pretty much all day. Same as windy.com. In fact, it's moved a little bit more to the right, going over the Big Island, and then stopping, turning around, coming back. See that? So that's a Thursday and Friday event lingering around into Saturday as a tropical depression, according to this model. Here's the rain situation. Let me show you something on Google Earth. Everybody that lives there is very familiar with this, but in case you're not, let me show you something. These slopes coming down like Mauna Loa, we're going to use this as an example. See, you got Captain Cook and these communities that sit down here at the base along the shores. That's beautiful, beautiful down there. But watch what happens if it gets a lot of rain, or what could happen. Start up here at the top and go down. Look at this profile. See that slope? That water's going to go down rather quickly from 8,000 feet down to the bottom. So if 10 inches of rain falls up in here, 12 inches of rain, it's all going to come down very quickly. And that's not counting the high surf at the beach. So you'll have high waves coming in, rain coming down, and a lot of rain. Same way on the Kilauea side. You can take some measurements and you can kind of put things into perspective with regard to if a lot of water accumulates here, it's going to run down rather quickly. It's going to gain a lot of momentum. That's what happened in Puerto Rico. So let's take a look at the next island over, Maui. It's the same thing. Going over to these communities over here, let's measure real quick. From here to here. You can see steep coming down from 77, actually 9,000 feet, all the way down. So that's where the water would go. So if several inches of rain were to fall over Maui, that's how it's going to be managed. It's going to run right down to the coast. Probably won't see a whole lot of high wave activity over here, probably on the south side for sure. But that's what the situation looks like. In Oahu near Honolulu, it's the same thing. You can see all of these channels on the west side of the cities. If these were to get a lot of rain, I'm talking several inches, then these channels are going to manage the water by default. And that's where they're going to go right down into all of these communities. And it's the same type of terrain. Let's take a look here and you can see down it goes. So right now, guys, that's the models from actually the National Hurricane Center themselves. Those guys are the pros, and they're seeing this right here go up. That means there's a weakening area in the high pressure ridge that's allowing these lows to go up, and that's what's steering the Cat 4 right now. It will not be a Cat 4 if and when it makes landfall, but I look for it to move north even further, just based off of what I saw right there. See that big fast movement right there? I mean, that went up rather quickly, so that's going to open up the lane for hurricane lane, so to speak. That's a Cat 4. That is an overachiever. Hopefully it won't increase anymore into a Cat 5. I don't think so. But you can see it's going off of the line, its projected path once again moving to the north. But it can go anywhere inside this cone. And you can see they've got the entire Big Island and all of the islands inside the cone right now as we do this video. Alright guys, that's all I got for now. I wanted to show you that because you don't normally see a lot of the time what guides these storms. And there's a classic example of what's steering that one north. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a super day and be safe out there.